Well, it's family bus day, and Bree has the day off, so her and Tucker Pig are gonna come hang out with us and make sure we do a good job getting some more walls up. So she's really the boss, even though she won't admit it. Yeah.
True.
Tucker.
Pig is in charge.
Yeah, maybe he's the boss. Is that right?
He's the boss.
Yeah. We do build our entire lives around you, don't we? Yeah. Okay, so it's gonna be a plywoody type of day. So that means our first step is to take out the nice car. And we're gonna make a lot of dust. So we'll do that. And the goal is to do, let's see, pantry wall, utility closet wall, and probably cut the sheathing, which is more walls, out of the 1/2-inch maple for the shower. Maybe not, because we have to get through all the 3/4-inch maple first to get to the 1/2-inch. But if we use 4 or 5 panels, we can move the rest. Anyway, we're doing plywood, and if we get to it, maybe some electrical. But I think just having a helper here is going to be really nice to make that plywood go faster. So let's get the shiny car out of the way so it doesn't get dusty. Okay, and let's carry over our first piece. It's nice smooth plywood, but it does have some sharp edges. Getting on the table. We'll take our measurement. For the you can use as many as you want, but you don't have to use that many. Less work for you. Okay. So with this in place, looking good. Do our trace. I'm working on the pantry wall now. And it's the first one I'm doing with our jig that is not actually long enough. So I'm just going to kind of flip over my jig for the final 4 inches and pretend the bottom is essentially straight. And I think that should work for us. But we're going to find out. We're at 62 3/16 to the end right there. And our depth in the center is going to be more than that. So I'm going to go get that measurement right now. So the other thing we know is the pantry is going to be standard depth, which is countertop depth, 28 inches. So we're going to go 28 inches out. right here. Make a mark. And then at that 28-inch mark, we need to be 77.5 for our ceiling height. I need a longer straight edge. What can we use? Here we go. Nice piece of hardwood. I don't know what this is for, but it's straight. So that'll work. Okay. Here we go. Okay, that's that. So to double check that this panel is correct before I put it in, I'm going to find my center point on this outside measurement. So this outside measurement is the one that is 62 3/16. So half of 62 3/16 is what?
Really, me?
Sure. You know I don't like math. It would be 31 1/16, right? Ooh, I got 2 tape measures. I'm going to try a trick that I learned. So you run this tape measure the opposite way, and where the numbers meet is your center point. Let me show you guys that. So where the 2 numbers meet that are the same is your center point. So it's 31 3/16. That's it. That can't be right though. Is it? I guess so. We don't have to be incredibly accurate on this anyway, because this is just to help me determine depth. All right, so to cut my curve, I made a few marks on here where I measured floor to ceiling every 6 inches or so, and I'm comparing it to my cutoff from the other day to see how accurate this was. I had to make quite a few adjustments with this, so it can't be that good, but it's not terrible. So if I bring it down kind of like so up to that point, it's correct. So I'm going to use that as my mark, because that's pretty good. Yeah, something like that. It's not half bad. So actually, that's not right. Because of the tin, you won't be able to see this curve, but you will want this curve close enough to the rib where you can still connect it with your angle brackets to make sure we're getting a strong wall. So I checked it, it looks pretty good. I'm gonna get the jigsaw and cut it, and we'll give it a test fit. All right, so this is my pantry wall that goes over here. I was just leaning it up on here to make sure everything was equal. It's good there, it fits there, but in preparing to cut this wall, I'm noticing that this gap is different. This stud is not square, I thought it was, but somehow I missed it. It's good to catch it now. It needs to come over this way. We're at 23¼ inches on the bottom of the aisle. We're at 22 even on top, so we're quite a way off. So we need to open this up. Luckily, that's just 2 self-tapping screws. I might need to shorten the stud just a bit and then slide it over. Not a big deal. All right, so we fixed that. Actually, both of these studs were wrong. So I had to open them up. So I'm glad I caught that. It's also going to make this a little more comfortable, so that's nice. So yeah, anyway, it's time to cut this piece of plywood. We're going to use the back side of this one as our template because it's exactly the same as this over here. We just need to add this distance here and we'll build a new one. So Bree is going to help me dig out some 1/2-inch plywood because that's on the bottom of the pile. Probably should have alternated them. Maybe we'll do that when we stack it back up. All right, so we have a successful piece here for the 1/2-inch shower wall. I've already tested it in 2 spots on the toilet room. It's the same. So I'm making at least 3 of those, 3 more, possibly 4 for the inside of the toilet room behind the toilet. I didn't check that, but it should be the same. 2 that are not the same are the rearward shower wall because they're on that step near the wheel well. So they're a slightly shorter bottom. The top will be the same, but we'll get those cut separately. So I'm just tracing out these. I got 1 over there ready to cut. I'm gonna lay this down and get ready to cut it out. All right, so here's our wall update. We have cut this one, this one, this one, this one, that one, which I'm using as a template, and this 3/4 piece for the pantry. So all that's left for today's goal is these 2, which should be the same as this top piece. We just have to raise it up to account for that. So I just need to do a quick measurement, and then I can go out there, use my template, and we'll be in business. All right, guys, wrapping up this video, you can see there's all my other pieces that are cut. I just don't have them installed in the bus, but we did succeed in our goal. And that goal was to have all of these wall panels cut. So this internal one is done, this one is done, as well as this backside is done. I just don't want to install them yet because there's some plumbing that's going to happen here for hot water heater, shower, etc. So that's going to end our video today. Like always, guys, thanks for watching Highlandshire. And if you like what we're doing with Mossy Bus, getting all of our walls up and everything, if you could give the video a like, comment, and subscribe, we would love that. And always, we'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.